Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenna if you guys are new. Thank you guys so much for being here. So today I decided I was going to try something a little bit different on my channel. So this is my first ever bullet journal plan with me video, and this is for the month of February, obviously. I just started bullet journaling in January and I've had a really good time with it. I also just started learning how to do calligraphy, so I'm still learning and improving every day, but I've had a really good time. At this point, I wasn't exactly sure what my theme for February was going to be, which is why I didn't decorate my cover page, but once I do the final flip through, you guys will be able to see how it turned out. I knew I wanted to do something with pink because pink's my favorite color, and of course, February just reminds me of that color. I just knew I didn't want to do anything with hearts, so I figure out what I'm going to do later. At this point, I'm just adding a title in calligraphy font using my Tombow Fudenoske brush pen, and then I'm just adding numbers in the top right corner. I forgot to add the names of the days of the week, but I go back and add that later, so don't you worry. And then I had some space over here, so I just added some boxes for my goals and my to-do lists. I ended up drawing a little bit over the lines, so then I go in with my white ink marker. I will link it down below, and I fix it up, and I wanted to show you guys, yay, thumbs up, but I couldn't figure out which way was right, so good enough. There we have it. So here I'm just writing goals and to do using that same brush tip. This is the hard tip if you guys were wondering. I really like having these little boxes here because every time I refer back to this calendar, I can see what my goals are and things that I have to do, so I feel like it really holds me accountable. Here I'm using my Crayola Supertip and I'm just adding a drop shadow. I tried adding a drop shadow to the calendar, but I didn't like the way it turned out, so I ended up just outlining the whole thing, and I really liked that. So at this point is when I realized I was just gonna do a polka dot theme. I wanted it to be pretty simple, just pops of pink. So I just added some black polka dots everywhere, and then I decided to go in with some flowers a little bit later, which you guys will see. I just scattered the polka dots everywhere. I didn't want them to be too uniform. At first I thought I did, but then I went back and changed it. So yeah, I really like my theme this month, and I really like the way it turned out, and I hope you guys do too. This month I played around with a little bit of a different spread for my habit tracker. Last month I did a vertical tracker, but I felt like there was just a lot of open space that wasn't used up. So this month I decided to do it horizontally, and I have my habit tracker and my sleep tracker on the same page. Last month I did my sleep tracker each week, but I thought it would be more fun to be able to see how much sleep I get for the whole month. So that's why I did it this way, and I really like the vertical layout because I just feel like this page is really useful and I'm just really utilizing all the space that I have on this page. For my sleep tracker, I'm just going to be filling in the boxes corresponding to what time I go to sleep and then how many hours of sleep I get, and I think it'll be really cool to just compare every night. Over on the right, I have a section where I can check off whether I woke up in night sweats, if I had a dream, and then I have a section for notes where I'll probably write dreams that I remember. I really like having my habit tracker and my sleep notes on the same page because I can look over at my sleep notes and say, oh, I woke up in night sweat, and then I can refer back to my habit tracker and say, oh, I had anxiety that day, so maybe that's why. So I really like the way that this page turned out. I think I'm going to do this again next month. I'm just using my Tombow Fudenoske brush tip, the hard tip, to do almost all the fonts on this page, and then I'm just using my Crayola Super Tips to just add pops of color, and here I just added a cute little cloud because, you know, sleeps, dreams. I just thought it was really cute. Here's where I started adding flowers, and I really like the way that it turned out. I feel like it really went with the theme, and then I just added some polka dots just to stay consistent, and yeah, that was this page. I really like the way that it turned out, and I'm definitely going to do something very similar next month. For this spread, I have my expense tracker and my bills page, which didn't record, but you guys will see the final product once I do my final flip through. My expense tracker is inspired by Amanda Rach Lee. This is the exact one that she uses. It's very simple, straightforward, and to the point, but I find it to be very effective. And you guys will see in just a short second that I do color coordinate my expenses based on whether I use cash, credit, or debit. And I find that to be really helpful when it comes to organizing my expenses and looking back on them. For my bills page, I just have 3 envelopes corresponding to each of my bills that I have each month. And then underneath each envelope, I have little bullet points, which I'm going to put my roommates' names next to, and then once they pay me for each of the bills, I'll fill in the box just so I know that they paid me. So for these next 2 pages, I have my work hours, and then I have my college course overview for February. So for my work hours, I'm basically just highlighting Monday through Friday, which are the days that I work, and then it's basically just going to be like a bar graph, so I'll just fill in how many hours just so I can keep better track of that. And then over on the right, I have my course overview just for February. So I'm filling in 4 calendar calendars, and they're each going to correspond to my 4 classes. And then later I do come up with the key, so it's going to color correspond to whether it's a test, an assignment, a quiz, or just a reading. And I just think that this is really going to help me organize my semester better. I can just refer back to this page for February and see what I have coming up and what I have due, and I just think this is going to help me stay very organized. So thumbs up to me. Good job, Jenna. So on this next page, I'm just doing my weekly spread. I do have 2 other pages that just didn't record for some reason. I have a fitness tracker, and then I have a weight rep tracker. So basically for my fitness tracker, it's just me tracking what types of exercises I do each day. So if I'm working my leg muscles or my biceps or my triceps, etc. And then on the rep and weight page, I'm basically just tracking how much weight I'm doing for certain exercises, how many reps and how many sets I do, so that I can see my improvement throughout the month. So anyway, back to this spread. This is my weekly spread. So basically I just did boxes for this week, and I'm just going to fill in tasks and work that I have to do. It'll just keep me really organized, and I can look at each day and see what I have going on. So then I just ended up adding a drop shadow just to give it a little bit more dimension. This is the pink Crayola Supertip, and then I'm just decorating it with a little bit of flowers just to stay consistent with my theme and just spice it up a little bit, and I really like the way that it turned out. I think I'm going to find this page to be really useful. And then over here on the right, I have my food log. So I'm going to be really religious about counting my macros this week. I don't do this every week, but I just wanted to do it this week. And so I have specific areas for where I can track my fats, proteins, and carbs, and then for my calories. So I'll basically just write down everything that I eat and then count up all of my grams of all of that stuff, and it's just going to keep me really organized and accountable. So I really like the way this turned out as well, and I think I'm going to find it really useful this week. So here I'm just using my Tombow brush pen just to write the days of the week, and then I'm just going to be writing food tracker, and then I'm just going to be using those same Crayola super tips just to add more pops of pink because I just love pink, and why not? It just stays very consistent with my theme, and I really like the way this turned out. I do think this page is going to be super useful. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tedious to fill all this in, but I really, really like it. And then I'm just decorating it with flowers, and yeah, there it is. So this is the final flip through. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see another video like this next month, or if you guys want to see any other types of bullet journal videos. I would love to hear your suggestions. Let me know what you guys think of this, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I see you guys in my next video. Bye!